Hi, Guido folks. Welkom bij a new book report. And today I want to discuss this book, Shamanism. And this is all about the techniques of ecstasy. And I don't talk here about ecstasy, the drugs, but I talk here about ecstasy in your inner body chakras. That's all about. Shamanism is nothing else than opening up yourself from inner world to outer world, your inner body chakras. Find your inner body chakras and you will be a shamanist, a follower of shamanism. And shamanism means also the medicine man. The medicine man is a shamanism guy. So medicine, healing is also related to feelings of ecstasy in your inner line, in your inner body. So that's also a healing mechanism. What is going work in yourself, and also can you're able to heal other persons in this world. So if you're opening up in your body chakras and you feel ecstasy in yourself, then you're not only able to heal yourself physical way, more relaxed, more peace, more chill, but you're also able to heal others. And that's not only physical way, that's also mentally way. So what you're seeing is that a lot of psychologists or people who work in psychiatric centers, so they work with people with personal disorders or heavily mental diseases who cannot heal themselves. So you see a lot of psychologic people who become crazy themselves. They become crazy themselves because they cannot find their healing powers. And that is also what I see, that a lot of people who are coming by me who did already a long-term triact with a psychological help. But that doesn't make sense because the psychological guy is not able to heal themselves. So why he can heal you, right? So everybody must be in shamanism. Everyone who wants to heal others or wants to support others has to be a medicine guy. You cannot be a psychology guy who cannot heal yourself. How you can heal others, right? With all those mind mechanisms who doesn't work out. So I see a lot of people who are coming here in my coaching studio who did 7 years of psychological help, support, but that doesn't work out because the psychology guy cannot heal you. And you're staying in the mind, you're staying in the past. You're always going grabbing in the past for your problems, for your mental problems, but you never go in the inner body ecstasies, and you never go in the here or now. and you never go to the present moment. You always stay in the past. So you're clinched with the psychology guy, with your therapist, you clinch to the past. You never go forward. And I think that is the main purpose, the main future minded issue that we see in the future, that psychological help or psychologist support will not be the future. The future will be for the spiritual guy, for the guy who knows how our energetic system is working out, who can understand how inner lines are working and what kind of behavioral patterns there are related to energetic lines, with kind of behaviors, with kind of destructiveness, which kind of ego mechanisms are involved to not going higher in your spiritual stages. So shamanism is the future. Religion is actually the future. Religiousness is the future. Meditativeness is the future for healing people with their mental diseases. So that is very important to understand, I think, is that we see a more discursive way back from psychological support, and that we're going more to spiritual healing and recovery. And I think shamanism can be helpful for that kind of evolution and that kind of forwarded to support our mental health, because it is not good with our mental health, because you see a lot of people are stressed out, have burnouts, have depressions, and using antidepressiva. And that is not necessary. With spiritual growth and with meditation, you can heal yourself with a spiritual life coach, with a spiritual leader, with a master who can learn you how to do it. That is very important to understand. Mircea Eliade is the writer of this book, and she got a PhD. And the only thing I want to say is that what I see is that only very, very intelligent people are going searching for a meaningful life and search also for higher self and why I am here and that kind of questions. So an extremely high intelligent quotient, IQ, is mostly related to a deeper interest in spiritual knowledge and spiritual awakening. So that is one thing I want to say, that people who are coming to me are mostly, I think, 140, 150 EQ. So you see that highly gifted persons are going into spirituality and spiritual awakening and a knowledge who is bypassing that. And the same I saw with Hawkins, MD, PhD, who wrote a lot of books about consciousness levels. Also there you see that this guy, a very intelligent guy, goes to spiritual awakening, to enlightened stages, to knowledge about spirituality. And the same, of course, you see by Osho. And Osho was a professor in philosophy. And of course, if you read all the philosophers and them material, at a certain point, you are fed up with it because they don't grow in their personal development. So philosophers stay always in the mind, stay always in the rational mind, and actually never go deeper in their spiritual levels. So in a certain moment you read all the philosophers, Hegel, Schopenhauer, Nietzsche, and you miss something, and then you grow further into spiritual books. Then you're searching for higher purpose and higher goals and higher self. So in a certain moment, the philosophy books you're not interested in anymore. I mean, that is what I'm seeing in my personal growth and personal triact. But it's very important to go through that stage, also go to that philosopher stage to know what is going on there and how the philosophers were thinking. What you see is the ecstatic experiences what the shamanism had. They call it tender-heartedness. So actually is tender-heartedness nothing else than opening the ruby ray line in your chest region. So tender-heartedness is Christ consciousness, is the 3 hearts on a row, the 3 ecstatic hearts in your body chakra. And what they wrote about the shamanism, that it is an immaculate light. It's a kind of light, a very warm light in your inner body. So you feel the light is burning into yourself, and that is really still magical that you are able to feel that. And I underline one sentence in the book, and they say it is re-enter the body. And I think that is one of the most important sentences here. Re-enter the body. Re-enter the body. So we going into the body again. So we going from the body out the body, and we going through the minds. Through the minds, you going inwards in your body again. So that's actually what enlightenment is. That is actually what spiritual awakening is that you going with your mind inwards. So re-enter the body. That is what enlightenment is. That is what spiritual higher in your levels is. Re-enter the body. Very important sentence in this book to find the immaculate light into yourself, and then you become compassionate. Then you become tender-heartedness. So first meditation, first re-enter the body, first opening up, and then compassion will follow. So what I see is a lot of people are saying, I'm so compassionate, I'm taking care of others and I take care of the whole world, but they are empty themselves. And when you're empty yourselves, you can be very dangerous for the world. Because if you're empty, then it can be you can support others because you want to be full. You do it for yourself. There is a selfish component there. It's very important if people first go to meditation and contemplation before they give, before they support, because otherwise they can lose themselves. So first meditation, first contemplation, and then full heartlessness, tender heartlessness will follow from fullness. And that is the ecstatic experiences where the shamanism guys all over the world were talking about. And it's all about the 7 chakras. There are a lot of synonyms. You see, for example, that in the Bible, the world was built in 7 days. 7 is a magic and an important count number in the Bible. And you see also in this shamanism book a lot of referrings to the number 7. And of course, this is all related to the body chakras in your ecstatic body. So the 3 hearts on a row, the 3rd eye chakra, the crown chakra, and your 2 palm chakras. Jesus called it 5 houses, and then plus 2 small houses. So 7 chakras in your body. If you are able to concentrate on them, then you will opening up. And I mean concentrate, focus on your body chakras will create higher stages of spirituality. But it is a knack, also called a knack, it is a trick, it's a kind of exercise what you have to learn. It is contemplation in the deepest form. Buddha was also saying you can't meditate 1 hour on your body chakras. But if you don't do it the 15, 16 hours whole day, you are nowhere. You have to do it too, with all your activities, all your walking tours, all your grocery shoppings, all your coffee tours, all your conversations, all your sport activities. How difficult it is. It is difficult, but you get so much ecstasy back if you are able to go with your mind inwards. So on page 266, the story, the parable where mentions the 7 strays, the 7 levels, verdiepingen. Then on page 267, the women wrote about the 7 planetary heavens. 7 is a mystical number. On page 274, the 7 branches of a tree, de 7 takken van een boom, the 7 levels of the universe, the 7 strides, stappen, where Bodhidharma, Bodhisattva, sorry, also a very big spiritual leader, Bodhisattva, also called the 7 ranks. And also very important is the story of Jacob in the Bible. He told about the ladder of 7 ranks, and the end rung is of course the opening of the Sahasrara, is the ultimate form of opening up, is the crown chakra. So also Jacob in the Bible was telling about the 7 ranks, the 7 body chakras that you are able to opening up. So that is actually in the deepest form what shamanism is about. So the ecstatic experiences, what you can feel inside. And that is where all the book is about, the 500 pages of shamanism, what I read. The last topic is 352. On page 352, they talk extendedly about androgyne. What happened if you are opening up is that your male qualities and your female qualities become immense, but also in line with each other. They are on an equal level. So Jesus was also saying, I make from every man a woman, and from every woman I make a man. What he was saying actually was that the energetic levels in your system will be equal, because a lot of men has also a female side, has also female qualities. We are all men and female together because your parents were male and female. And the enlightened stages, if you go higher and higher, you will become more androgyne. So when you reach higher stages and you feel inner ecstasy, then you have the feeling that you're both male and female, that you're totally imbalanced with each other. And that is also logical if you see in the evolution, because when you're young, you're 15, 16, 17, then is your male testosterone very high. I talk now from the male perspective, and you're so high in your testosterone and you want to make children, you want to have sex like crazy with all those young women, but the society is kind of civilized, so you have to study first and then children will come if we are 30, so we're losing our powerful seeds. But if you're young, you have a very high testosterone, very male testosterone, and you're really in your high male side. And when evolution is going on and you become older, then you see that the testosterone is going down and male becoming more restful, peaceful, and they become more female. What you also see is that females are so female when they are young, when they are 14, 15, 16, 17. Our highest fertile rate, we see that female are really females. And when society is kicking in, we see that women is going to work and they're becoming in the energy fields of women, becoming in male energy fields, the business areas, the hierarchies, the conflicts, the strijd, the battle of positions. So you see that women becoming more hardened in this society. And that means that they are losing slowly and slowly their female warmth, adaptive, receptive, calm, peaceful, touching skills. So you see in this society that men becoming on a certain level more female and women becoming more male. And that is okay, but you have to understand that you never have to lose your female core. If you're female and a male core when you're male, you can be balanced ultimately, and you can switch in polarities if you that want. And that's a very important one. The alpha male or the alpha female who reaches very high stages of spiritual awakening, how higher you are in spiritual stages, how more alpha you are. And how more alpha you are, how more balanced you are in your energy fields, and how more you can also switch from different sides. So in this activity, I choose the female side and I use my female qualities. And in that case, in that activity, when I go to the gym, I use my male part more. So you see that when you're higher in your spirituality, you can choose which kind of qualities you want to show in this activity. But now the case is that women are losing their female core. They reject the female core and they're going really only to male qualities. And then you're out of balance. And the same you see by males who going to offices, and that is not really their inner nature, right? We are hunters, we are guys who wants to fight, who wants to throw with dumbbells. So you see a lot of movements who going also more in finding back your male core, but always with a kind of balance. So in my opinion, the full human approach, the Michelangelo approach, is always balanced. So the ultima forma of personal development is that your male qualities and your female qualities are imbalanced with each other. Thanks for watching my video about shamanism, and I wish you a very good day, and I hope that you will see my next video too. Bye bye.